All right, so I put the call out to say, hey, if you're running for local office and you want to plug, I'm happy to help you. Got a lot of great candidates running. One of those candidates joins me now. His name is Nick Carra. He is the Raritan Borough Council President. You heard my good friend Tim Howes last week, who is the Republican chair in Somerset County. Somerset County, by the way, where 7 in 10 voters are now living under local Republican governance. And that is in large part thanks to the great leadership of Tim Howes and a lot of local committee members who are just doing an absolutely outstanding job. And Nick is one of them. What's going on, Nick? You're running for mayor. I love it.
Yes. Good morning, Bill. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Good to talk to you. So tell me a little bit. Tim brought this up on the show the other day where your efforts effectively saved the taxpayers about $4 million with the new police headquarters. It's a lot of money locally. Tell me what happened.
Yes, thanks. So, we've been looking at this expansion for a few years and, COVID slowed things down, but it was really last year, we kept getting the amount. It was supposed to be 8, then they were saying 10, and then our engineering came back and said about 12. And we all knew we needed to expand because we were running out of space, but nobody really wanted to move forward because we knew we weren't going to be able to afford it. So I asked the council back in February, let me form this committee. We'll do some research into this property on Main Street that was a former bank, just to see if that was something that was viable for us. Mm-hmm. And then we looked at the price. We saw, what the time frame might be to purchase that building, and it kind of checked all the boxes. It was affordable. It was a bank property, so it was well maintained. It wasn't going to need a lot of work. And I think, the highlight, too, is that there's now going to be 32 additional parking spots right on Main Street.
I love that. That's my favorite part, Nick. That's one of my most aggravating things, to come to these great main streets and downtowns and you can't park.
Yeah, that's been a complaint from residents for many, many years. I don't think our problem is solved, but, 32 is quite a bit for us. We'll keep our eye on
that. Nick, you did this as Borough Council President. Now you're running for mayor. What is the first thing you want to accomplish for the residents of Raritan?
Well, my big thing this year, and really it would start next year once we budget for everything, but I want to really redo a lot of our parks. I'm a younger guy. I'm 27 years old, but the parks look the same from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I don't think they're very inviting, they're just almost kind of forgotten. So I really want to focus on that. Also, just, again, keeping taxes flat. Fiscally responsible. We're not going to do something that is going to have to make us raise taxes. And then the other big thing that we get from our residents quite a bit is development. We're near Somerville. We're near Bound Brook. They're great towns, but they're not Raritan. People don't want to see a bunch of apartment buildings just kind of showing up all over town.
Yeah.
So that's something we have to push back on a little bit as well.
Nick, that's something that we've taken up as a statewide cause, to say we've got to push back on this affordable housing nonsense that, the whole Mount Laurel decisions created a system that is honestly, in a word, abusive to these local towns. We've seen it in Florham Park. We've seen it in Morristown, Hanover. Across the state. And, Raritan Borough not exempted from that. And I think you're right, as a local leader. I love the fact that you're not even 30 and you're doing this and you've got a fantastic shot at winning. I want to help you as much as I can. So let me know. I'd love to go door knocking with you and promote your message of common sense and good government. And I love this approach on the housing issue. I love the approach on the parking issue. And I love the approach on simple things like the open space and the parks that residents deserve. I think Raritan Borough could use an upgrade, and they need a qualified leader like you. I love it.
Yeah, just one simple plug, too. We got our John Basilone parade. I know you're a Marine, so I know you know John Basilone.
Yeah, sure.
Every year we have our annual parade in his honor. Sunday, September 24th at 1 p.m. It's a great time for everyone to come to town and just remember the ultimate sacrifice of our past generations and what they've done for us.
I love it. I think that is fantastic. We will spread the word on the John Basilone parade coming up on, what did you say, September 24th?
Yep, Sunday at 1 p.m.
Sunday at 1. I love it. Thank you, Nick. Hey, Nick, real quick, is there an official campaign website for you?
Yep, it's RaritanGOP.com. That's our election page and our political party page.
RaritanGOP.com. Awesome. Yep. All right, man. Thank you. Good luck. We'll talk to you. I'll see you on the trail.
Great day.
Talk soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
9:14, Fast Traffic Instant Weather next.